And here we are, another non-race weekend at the track. Should be able to hear some cars in the background. So we are at Rapscallion Motorsports. Used to be, we can see the track, but now all we can see is this Taj Mahal. But here she is. This is RMS, Rapscallion Motorsports. This is the home base of operations for everything. As you see, it's a busy day, busy Saturday, all kinds of mix of vehicles. Look at that. Cars just lined up. So today we'll give you a little tour here, show you how kind of everything in the shop. Got a Porsche sandwiched in between a couple of Teslas. You never know what you're going to find here. Always race cars of some kind. I used to be able to tell you what year every Corvette was when I used to care about Corvettes. But 60-something or other. Look at the meat on the back of that thing. So these are track tires and not drag tires, so I don't know what's going on with that one. So it just keeps going. So what we're going to do, we're going to enter through the office. It'll give you a typical beginning of a Rapscallion day. Jonathan's Tesla hogging the Charger. I can't put mine on there. There's the Doug Mobile. Main window. Used to be able to look out that window and watch the track and see what cars were going around. So here we are at Rapscallion. And we walk in and look who's here. Hey, Raven. So Rapscallion, we have shop dogs. We love our puppies. Oh, Ravy. Ravy's such a good girl. Are you a good girl? Are you a good girl, Raven? Sit. Good girl. We buddies. We buddies. Yeah, we're buddies. Sorry. So my gear bag with all my gear in it. We'll get to that story in a minute. And the wall of trophies. A lot of WRL trophies up here. And a couple of trophies with the John Ulmer 46 signatures on them. The plaque. And we have a bunch waiting to be put up. I know I still have some in my office, I still have some at home. They still have a bunch hidden in the back. Some more trophies over here. JC's Lego Ferrari with all kinds of stuff in it. My buddy Paul Slavonak. Did I say that right, Paul? Any of you guys have not read this book? Well, to be fair, I have not read Though I Follow yet. That is on my list. I would have read it already if it had a Ferrari right there, but you know, he did that just to spite me. But I've read this one, and it is a very good book. I highly recommend it. You can find it on Amazon. That's where I got mine from. So this is the main office for the time being. There are renovations about to happen in here. That's going to turn this into more of a lounge area. They're reconstructing a lot of the shop. So we're going to walk out here where it's all nice and noisy. Raven, are you coming with me? You want to come with me? Two of the shop dogs are not here today. The two main shop dogs, the ones who actually work here. Well, I was going to take you over to TJ's car, being worked on right now. So TJ's Ligier P3, he has moved on from the SR10 to this. And what a car, huh? What a car. So yeah. Oh, there's TJ right there. Hey! I was just showing him your new ride.
How you doing?
Everybody,
what are you doing?
I'm streaming. I do my live streams in here. Well, I haven't gone in here yet. Usually do them at the track.
And why do you live stream?
Because It's fun. People ask me to.
I want to be clear. I didn't ask you to.
You know you asked me to.
Absolutely.
Are you not running? You're not going to. TJ's out driving a Rush today, by the way.
I decided not to go press. He needs a car for Monday.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I already know where I could take another second half, 2 seconds off from what we talked about in Rattlesnake and the triple lefts. I was fast everybody on the data coming out of Big Bend and down the straight.
Okay.
And not short shifting and doing Rattlesnake like we talked about. That's going to be a second half.
Oh yeah. And
nobody's going to run.
Truthfully, it's easier to get Rattlesnake and Wagon Wheel down than it is to get Ricochet and Big Ben. I struggled more getting those down. So if you already have those down,
I'm not even lifting for Ricochet. I'm just keeping it plastic.
Yeah, that's good then. If you're able to do that.
So I figured, if I can get into the 120s, nobody's going to get in the teens at the track temperature today, 112 degrees.
No, it's too hot for that.
It's too hot. You get about 4 laps, 5 laps, and after that, the tires just go, they're gone.
Yeah,
they're too hot.
Yeah. This is not the day to even look at lap times this time of year.
Then you get a slide shift.
Yeah.
Well, it is a great day to play with the line.
Well, to learn to drive, and learn to drive it when it's sliding.
And every single time, asking me, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? This is what I'm feeling. So, we'll get it. I can be competitive.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, when you want to set a hero lap, you do it in November.
For an old, slow white guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, we know better than that. So now we'll see TJ's former ride, and from my YouTube videos, we've seen the back of this car quite a bit. So this is the Radical SR10. So the difference between this one and mine is this one is powered by a Ford EcoBoost based engine. It is, a Cosworth built. It's not just pulled out of a Ford EcoBoost and put in here. 425 horsepower. Lots and lots of bottom end torque. Really, really nice car. A lot of race car really for the money when you factor in how much it takes to get a faster one. This is these are 200,000, just under 200,000, brand new, I think. This one is for sale, and I believe you can get this car for about 115 or so. I don't know. If you're really interested in it, just talk to me and I'll get all the details on it. But I know firsthand that this car is on point. I've spent a lot of time chasing this thing. So one of the differences that you can run setup wise with this car versus the SR3s on these, especially on these shorter tracks, is if you see here, you can run full wing, dual dive planes. You can run in max aero trim form and still have, straightaway advantages, where we have on the SR3s, we have to trim out our aero. So we lose a lot of downforce trying to just keep some straightaway speed versus this car. So this is an active day in the shop. There's J-Lo. That's the man. For all my BMW guys, that's the best BMW mechanic in the city, right there. So they're cleaning out the shop right now. Everything's being moved out because they have a big event going with some of these celebrity drifters that we have now wanting to come over to the wheel-to-wheel world in the rushes. So we'll go over to prototype tunnel. For the time being, this is changing now. See, all the racks are gone. There's only one rack left. Used to have all the racks over here. And here are all the rushes. So this is our rush fleet. 2 more back here. And this is a Wolf. This is, anybody played, what was it, Gran Turismo that had that weird Red Bull car? That's what this reminds me of. It's like an F1 car with fenders. Much lighter than the Radical, much more rigid chassis because it is a carbon fiber monocoque. So it is much more rigid. And it's so much lighter. Like I can just lean against them and they roll away. Look, I just barely lean against this car and it starts rolling. It's just insane. And then back here is this beautiful machine. So it's another Ligier like TJ's, but this is a JSP4. This is a P4 car. And this runs, this is powered by my buddy Paul, the author. This is powered by his Mustang engine, as he likes to say. So out there's the track. So we can still see the corner of the track. We see Big Ben. So there's Big Ben. So let's walk out here. It's day-to-day business. We'll go over here and show JC's desk. So this is where JC works. There's some of her karting trophies. She's got a pretty good run in karting. A couple championships. Nate Hamilton's Rush. The Sunoco livery on it. This is just really a good car, good looking car. I really like the livery on this car. Let you get a good look at that. Here's out back of the shop. There's Andira. She was supposed to run today because I wanted to test her after High Plains to see some of the problems we were having. I needed to see if I could duplicate them on this track, because on this track I know exactly what's going to happen, what should happen, and when it's going to happen. At High Plains, it was my first time ever there, so not so much. So I wanted to run it. You can come out here, Ashton. I wanted to run it to let it, just to see what I was feeling with the same tires. These monstrosity of tires. These things were so bad. But I wanted to run them. I wanted to run it with those on there in the same setup and condition that she was in there. But unfortunately, the stator went bad this morning. So it started up, or not. Well, I'm hoping it's the voltage regulator, not the stator. So let's back up. Let's reel that in. Voltage regulator first. So I think the voltage regulator went bad. We'll see. And here is Landon Matriano Limbs NP01. My buddy Landon. Hadn't got to race with him in a while. He's been off running around Europe racing F3s and making a name for himself. Doing very well out there. Very proud of that young man. And here is Dan Children's Wolf. We just saw Sam's in the shop. These things are incredible. Incredible cars. Hope to be racing with Dan and Sam again for the last 2 races of the season. We're trying to run. He was going to run NOLA with us in 3 weeks, but I think he's got. I don't think the car's going to be ready to go for then. But hopefully something happens quick. There's an aha moment and the car's ready to go, because I really would like Dan to go with us. But he's got to have time to get this car together, running, and get comfortable with it. Raven. Come on. Oh, here she comes. Good girl. She loves this shop. Here's our tire wall. All the shop being cleaned out. More pit bikes. Pit bikes and pit scooters everywhere. Come on, Raven. Let's go upstairs. So when you come out and do a little coaching, one of the things we do coach on, well, up here we got more parts. Somewhere up here is the remnants of my side pod from Hallett. But check this out, my buddy Bill did this. That is all made of metal. That's the Rapscallion logo. So the sticker that's on my canopy That's what this is. It's a sticker of this sculpture that Bill did. That's awesome. He has a smaller one too, I think that JC has. Where's my side pod? It was up here. Yeah. We have a slew of none of the broken parts are up here. Okay, never mind. I wonder where all the broken parts got moved to. Probably up over there. So if you see across the shop, that's our parts storage. So we have tires, we have, just all the stuff we need for day-to-day repairs and maintenance. Raven, there you are. So up here, when we are training, so we're doing training, one of the things we do is we use the simulator. And as a matter of fact, TJ's on a sim. TJ's on a sim in what looks to be the LMP3 car. Is that the LMP3 or the LMP2? Yeah, very understeery. So there is. And we always have a challenge board. See right there, Paul Slavonic and Billy, Alex Green, Sheldon. I need to put I was up there. I was in the 204s, but let's be real, Billy. We know what you did with the weather with his 203 GT3s at Bathurst. This is where we come up to kind of unwind to have a little fun sometimes. Here's our track map for Crescent, so when we're coaching, we can go through here and show you where you were off, kind of show you a different line just using the track map. It's big, so it comes in handy. And there goes Ashton. Raven's
Oh, you on live?
Yep. Yeah, needed to show the shop for a change.
Yeah.
Then in here, suit room. Do sleep up here occasionally. And the shop room. Anyway, that is a quick tour of Rapscallion. Would like to show you the track, but I'm not gonna. It's too hot out there right now. It was a lot easier before they built the Taj Mahal across the street. You could see the track and watch all the cars go around. I guess we have to go make a third floor, get up there to our fourth. You can see over that thing, but that's our humble digs at Rapscallion. Much different than it looked a year ago. Much better too. This shop has come a long way. Doug Vaughn bought this a year and 8 months ago, and it's transformed it into what it is now. There was an ab prototype in here. It was just Miatas, and now they have, this whole rush program that is exploding. The Ligiers, and stay tuned on the Radicals. There's something happening there too. So there's a lot going on with this shop. Great group of guys. For race support, you cannot get a better setup than what they have for the cost. I mean, if you want to pay $25,000 a race weekend with other teams, you're pretty much on par with what you get here for a few $1,000s. So this is the place to go. It's run by people who are customer service oriented. It's run by people who understand the human aspect of racing and what a struggle it is for everybody. You don't have, it's not owned by people who look at you, oh, you don't know what you're talking about as soon as you walk in the door and treat you as such. We all know how you're treated in a lot of mechanic shops and parts departments and things like that. It's that parts department attitude. It doesn't exist here. Everybody's very friendly, willing to help. Everybody bounces ideas off each other. Everybody works together, participation. And it's a really good place to go. I love to come hang out up here because the atmosphere is always good. Like I said, we got shop dogs hanging around. We got race cars, we got street cars. Services on people's street cars is a big part. If you want a good shop, especially BMW, or really anything. But BMW, I mean, with Jonathan, I can't recommend Jonathan enough. Nobody touches our BMWs in our house but Jonathan. When I left Autobahn, Jonathan was the only guy at Autobahn I would let touch my cars most of the time, or was the preference. Now Autobahn did have some really good techs as well, other techs than him, but I always wanted Jonathan working on my stuff because not only is he, qualified and master tech and everything like that, he loves the cars. And there's just a difference. He finds all the little quirky German things that are in those cars, and he knows how to just get the most out of them. And he knows how to diagnose them really quick. And he saved myself. He saved a couple people that work with me lots of money on not doing the wrong thing with their cars. So I'm a firm believer in him. And then everybody else here, it's from top down. It starts with Doug. Doug, everything is about the experience. Everything is about wanting people to enjoy coming out here, because nobody enjoys getting your car worked on, right? But if you come here to get your car worked on, it kind of softens that blow a little bit. You get to be at the racetrack. If you talk nicely to people, you may even get to go out on the racetrack. So there's all kinds of different little things here. It's not just tasks, and it's a whole atmosphere. It's a whole vibe. So I'm gonna go back, see Mr. TJ back on the track for a minute. He's running Coda. The sim is a great place to learn. Those of you who have been subscribed to my YouTube for years know that's my, that how I feel about racing in the sim. That's the real deal. That's how you learn, because you can't get enough track time in real life to get where the sim can get you. There's some things the sim just can't do, but for brain training, it does a great job at that. All right, everybody, that'll be it. Next one will be hey Patrick, good to see you on. Next one, Sonny, I still owe you the the Rush breakdown. I promise I am going to do that. I was going to do that today, but things just got away from me on time wise, and I don't have any more of it. So you can see all the guys down there. They're all getting ready for this big event. They got a bunch of pro drifters coming in, sponsored by Sunoco and I think Valvoline, maybe? I don't know. But that's what they're getting ready for now. That's why they're cleaning the shop out. All right, until next time.